They snubbed you, man. Snubbed. You got snubbed. You got snubbed. And you so scared of them, you won't say nothing. And you're going to keep your mouth shut and going to let them go ahead and do damage control? Are you giving them time to do damage control? You've had this for 2 months. Stop them from killing me. I'm a disabled... But Congressman, your special assistant, Miss Ida M. Smith, she's been kind of like breaking her neck trying to save me, so I'm calling you to the carpet, making you accountable. Because you got to make sure that $20,858 stolen by Hosea Mitchell from North Fork Bank gets returned to Mrs. Green's family. Oh, everybody, get your money out of North Fork Bank. They'll let anybody come and claim that they're a family member and let them steal the money, and they've got no responsibility. Take your money out. Take your money out. Your political appointees that's rezoning this district illegally, outing whistleblowers, aiding, abetting, and giving material support for their people to commit crimes, have been caught dead cold and red-handed. And here's the proof that I sent all you the information. You got that? You got that? There's nobody lying. There's nobody playing here. But I'm going to go to HUD. You don't know how ticked off, because this is the evidence that Human Resource Administration, Adult Protection Services have been complicit with NYCHA. Why? How come my attorney sends them a piece of paper to demonstrate that clearly you guys misrepresented the court by sending me a check for the money you said you never had? And here's the mark-to-market Enron accounting practices of New York City Housing Authority. You bill me $166, but you're sending the rent out at $668, and then I owe thousands, and then you tell a white Jewish judge I'm hunting white women because I called Josephine Russo and told her you've been committing fraud and I'm taking you to the disciplinary committee of the Bar Association? And you racial profiled me. Not a very good idea. Hits just keep on coming, Mayor Bloomberg. New York City Housing Authority Lockbox Unit on December 5th sent my mother, somebody they knew was dead for a long time. I even went to them right here and asked them to send a bill in my name. They wouldn't do that. But in order to cover up what they were planning, that's where you get knowing what you were going to do before you were going to do it. It was a plan. This proves it. That's connecting the dots. On December 5th, they sent my mother the money back. On December 11th, they went to court and said the money was never sent. Liar, 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 pants on fire. And then, when my attorney called them to the carpet on it, as you saw in the last piece of document, here it is. They're saying that they're sending me $415 back, but going to send my mother $116. What kind of cockamamie game is this, buddy? Here's the check. Here's the freaking check. Come on, here's the check. Why your political appointees need to go to jail. I apologize about the English. English is my third language. That would probably make me more European than you, right? Now, Mr. Bloomberg, talk to me. 4 months to the day after Ricky Ricardo Morales said, don't bother us no more, you gassed this old woman like she was in a Nazi ghetto for the final solution. Then, here is proof, evidence of human resources aiding, abetting, and giving material support to that other agent, the sister agency of NYCHA, because now they're having me adjudicated incapacitated. He's got no proof. There's something wrong with him. He's a shell-shocked vet. Now you see, you're abusing a disabled veteran, ain't you? You don't know what my disabilities are, and that's protected under the Privacy Act of 1974. So you create a stereotype disabled vet, and then I tried to get a jury trial, and it says right here that is my right. But guess what? Jamie Butcher of Creedmoor Psychiatric won't allow that. That's too much information out. The neocons have been suckered into believing that if they don't go with these guys, they're not going to go to heaven. Somebody's lying to you. I sent to Jamie Butch and Ida Smith, Special Assistant Congressman Meek, Danya Freer, the court evaluator, Gary Leonardo, my attorney, my corporate attorney, Stephen Weintraub, told them to get in touch with NYCHA. Guess what? I asked Congressman I wrote a letter begging, pleading for congressional oversight. It never happened. It never happened. Now, this is me being a star witness for Creedmoor Psychiatric, where I put a pelican brief together. That's right, a pelican brief together for the Queens District Attorney's Office, and I was summarily dismissed. But it says here, you don't get to be the biggest head bosses of NYCHA without having sidestepped a few landmines and can muster a small army to defend their agencies. Dreiss contacted Mr. Oti of APS and told he has a conflict of interest should he be asked lots of questions in his neglect of Mrs. Franny Green's embezzlement of Hosier Mitchell embezzling $20,858 from Mrs. Green's account. It seems no one dared imagine Mrs. Green almost killing herself and hurting others had the gas been ignited and blew up the building. The gas was on for 4 hours before she was rescued, and I made it happen. But it's more important that you cover up the $20,858 that was covered up, and we have 2 city agencies in collusion doing that, trying to freaking kill me intangibly by your Human Resources Administration deciding to have me adjudicated incapacitated like you guys taught, the neocons taught Mr. Karzai of Afghanistan to have adjudicated incapacitated that converted Muslim to Christianity so you can ship him off to the U.S. where he'll be protected as a political exile or something like that. But the best thing is Dr. Merle Robinson of APS in Washington said that I'm suffering from alcohol intoxication, alcohol dependence, ruled out bipolar disorder, and the presiding justice, I can't have those records sealed because I need to expose this. But the worst part that directly implicates NYCHA, right here. The apartment is in a building for senior citizens only. Got you, NYCHA. This is for senior citizens and the handicapped. I'm a 100% disabled vet. Why are you trying to get me out? Is it because you're trying to save your job? I think Tino Hernandez wants to go back to Puerto Rico and do real estate. Well, didn't the Daily News catch him stealing from the city? Because he was forging or doing something with them travel vouchers so he ain't got to pay. And Human Resources is helping NYCHA get rid of me. And it says right here, Philip Dreiss will likely be evicted and possibly become homeless. This would be a severe risk and of irreparable harm to the well-being of Mr. Dreiss,